Hey team, Pastor Scott here with another update for the Lorraine Correctional Institute campus, the LorCI campus. There's been a lot happening since we launched back at the beginning of March. I just wanted to give you an update because it's been a little bit of time since we've given an update and there's been so much happening. So back in March, we launched the campus and we did the Here and the There ministries. The Here ministries are the ones that are working with the family members as well as the guys when they get out of the institution. And so we have a whole team that works with both the families, the wives, the parents, the kids, but we also have a group of guys that work with the fellas when they get out of Lorraine Correctional and they live in Northeast Ohio. They have a place to come here. I also have a whole team that is working with the guys to help them get jobs and job interviews and things like that. Jim Jasko and his team, job seekers, they work with these guys and help them get at least the interviews set up and things like that and prepare them for the interviews. Also, a lot of the guys who are at Lorraine Correctional, they're from all over the state of Ohio. And so I've also been working with our district and the churches that are all throughout the state of Ohio to help these guys have a church home before they leave. It's just been amazing what's been happening. The doors that God has been opening, it's unbelievable. Also, some of the things that God's been doing at Lorraine Correctional are blowing our minds for sure. So, yes, we have our services on Monday. There's anywhere from 5 to 10 volunteers that go in on a regular basis. If you'd like to be part of that team or just go in once just to experience our Lorraine Correctional campus, feel free to let me know and we'll get you in there as soon as you can. So we have two services, 9 and 1:30. God opened the door while we're there on Mondays. We also now are doing a Bible study in the mental health unit. Some of those guys can't leave the unit to come to our services, so they asked if we would come and do a Bible study on Mondays during our lunch break. So there's two guys that are going in there on a regular basis during our lunch break to go and do a Bible study with those guys. Amazing. We launched Alpha, and Alpha's wrapping up. So many guys have said yes to Jesus. A couple of those guys have been baptized. Again, amazing what God's doing with Alpha. And then Galvanize launched maybe 4 weeks ago, and it immediately filled up within 2 weeks to capacity. So we don't have any more room for new guys to come in to Galvanized on Friday mornings. So what's been happening? God said, hey, let's open up some more space. So the chaplain said, hey, listen, we can give you more space on Tuesdays for another Galvanized. So now we have Galvanized on Tuesdays. So what are all the things we have going on? I do a Bible study for the cadre on Sunday mornings. There's about 12 guys that come to that. Those are the guys that help run the chapel services with us, and they help distribute Bibles and other things to the guys in the cell blocks during the week. On Mondays, we have two services at 9 and 1:30. On Tuesdays, we're going to be launching Galvanized here on the 21st. On Wednesdays, we have Alpha. On Thursdays, we have something that I call Comeback Thursday. The guys that come on Monday, if they have any questions or they want to, dig deeper, or they want us to pray with them or talk about something specific, there's another guy, David Paydock, and I. We go in on Thursdays and we do something called Comeback Thursday, so they can come back to our office and meet with us. We usually have between 6 and 15 guys that come on Thursdays, and we just talk about anything and everything. We talk about different Bible passages, we talk about theology, we talk about how to practically live out the Christ life. There's a lot of things that we do on Thursdays. And then on Fridays, of course, we have our other Galvanized in the morning. So God has been opening up incredible doors and very, very quickly. But I wanted to share something with you that the Lord's put on my heart. And it's this passage from 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. And it says this, "And we all, who with unveiled faces contemplate and behold the Lord's glory, and we're being transformed into his image with ever increasing glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit." And what this means is that if you are a follower of Jesus and you study God, you behold God, you study Him, you look at Him, and you contemplate the way that He is, the way that He loves, the way that He treats others, His character and His nature, and you behold that, the scripture says, contemplate that. That word behold has a double meaning. It means to study and contemplate, but it also means to reflect. So when you look at God and you study Him and you contemplate Him and His ways, you can't help but also reflect Him to other people. And we are seeing God do that in the lives of these men and their families at Lorraine Correctional. It's been unbelievable to have a front row seat to see that. So thank you for praying for us and praying for this campus and all that's been transpiring in just the last couple months. Over 25 guys have said yes to Jesus. Over 50 guys have said yes to rededicating their lives to Jesus. Now, what do we have going on? You know, maybe you've been trained. You came to one of our trainings, or maybe you want to be trained to be a part of this campus in some way. Or maybe you've been trained and you still want to be a part of it and you're wondering, I don't know how to. We've added a lot of ministries just in the last couple months. Maybe you want to be a part of one of those ministries as well. Whatever it may be, I want to invite you to our very first Ice Cream Sunday that we're going to be doing every other month. You're going to be getting an email very soon, next week, inviting you to this Ice Cream Sunday where we are going to get together every other month and we're going to just tell stories about what God is doing. And then we're also going to be praying together as a team, and those interested in this campus, or maybe you just want to be a prayer partner for this campus, we're going to be doing it on Sunday mornings during the 12 o'clock service. And our first one is going to be at the beginning of July. We haven't picked the date yet, so we'll be sending that out here in the next week. But we just want you to be ready to start coming together every other month as a team and prayer partners and those who are interested in this campus to come together, share stories, hear stories of what God's doing, but also to pray fervently for the people who are volunteering and a part of this campus, but also for the men and the families of this campus as well. So thank you so much for being a part of this campus, for praying for this campus, and also for being patient that it's been a while since we've done an update. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just want to invite you. You'll be getting, like I said, you'll be getting this invitation next week for our first Ice Cream Sunday for the Lorraine campus. Thanks so much.